Who wouldn't be crazy about Kelly Gorman? Beautiful blue eyes, silky skin, and really smart. I mean, brilliant. She's asked me to spend the 4th of July weekend with her family up here in White Sylvania. But Mrs. Gorman, despite her liberal Democrat exterior, is definitely not at ease with the pigmentation of my skin. So, Dorito, you speak English very well. Now, what was it you were from? Was it Colombia? No, it's El Salvador. El Salvador. Kelly tells me you're in the medical field. I am. I'm a doctor's assistant. Well, what type of doctor do you assist? An optometrist. I am a lab technician. How fascinating. What did you major in to pursue such a career? Now, I can't just tell her I was cleaning this medical office when the real lab technician quit. It was more like, hey, you speak English? Good. Put that mop down and put on this white coat of success. You've just been promoted, Ese. I completed an extensive on-the-job training, and I bury myself in the mashed potatoes. These women are university educated. They carry on about political this and socioeconomics that, then utterly, without warning, what do you think, Tostito? Well, I think it's obvious that the global political condition of this country has been adversely affected by the pervasive astenema. And the Gormans just look at me, right? Probably wondering the same thing you guys are. What the hell is astenema? I don't know, it just came out. So I retreat to the safety of the mashed potatoes. And that's Mr. Gorman, who I suspect might not have a tongue because I have yet to hear him say a single word. So the next day, the Gormans and I head up to the Tulalip Indian Reservation to buy some fireworks for a barbecue they planned for that evening. These Indians sure do look familiar. Oh, Jesus. Even in an Indian reservation, is the Latino selling the fireworks. Que Pachuca por Toluca! Fireworks? Yeah, bro, but I need your help. I want to impress this white chick and her family, so you gotta hook me up. No problem. Here's the Red Devil Family Fun Pack. Bro, yo soy salvadoreño. But why didn't you say so, man? I have some homemade stuff right here. I call this el cartucho mortal. The death cartridge. Check it out, man. This thing goes off in a series of explosions. Pow! American flag. Pow! Mount Rushmore. Just make sure you have a 50-foot blast radial circumference fallout zone. So I come walking with this big wooden crate full of the biggest, baddest, most illegal fireworks possible. Oh, my armadillo. Those are awfully big. Are you sure they're safe? Ma'am, please. I am a lab technician. You'll be perfectly safe. I notice my accent gets thicker, right? In El Salvador, fireworks are an integral part of our culture. I assure you, senora, you'll be perfectly safe. She looked at me, and then my massive explosives. Pow! Well, I suppose if you're in charge, placebo. So we get back to the house. 2 acres of open land. Nothing but picturesque farms. I don't know if this comprises the blast radial circumcision the guy was talking about. But I figure I can wing it. So while I'm preparing my pyrotechnic display, Mr. Gorman squats down in his driveway having a patriotic moment with those impotent little snakes. I look over at the women. They have no idea of the grandeur that awaits them. So I light the first one. Oh my goodness, how lovely. I light another one, a little bigger this time. Mr. Gorman is so moved, he actually salutes. I look over at Kelly, and she's beaming with pride. It's time for, ladies and gentlemen, el cartucho mortal, the death cartridge. This thing looks like a porcupine fucking a hornet's nest. Now, I don't know what this thing is supposed to do, but as soon as I lit that fuse, it turned into a scene from Apocalypse Now. The girls huddle by the Weber grill as this thing is shooting fire in every direction. Mr. Gorman does a full SWAT duck and cover over the lawn furniture, and for the first time I hear him speak, "What the fuck?" El Cartucho Mortal turns his wrath on the Gorman's garage, which I'm standing right in front of. I look over my shoulder and the death cartridge has launched itself into the air, shooting twice off into the distance. Mrs. Gorman calls from the Weber grill, "Oh my God, Mojito! Are you hurt?" "I'm okay, ma'am. I'm a lab technician. Rest assured, I'm still keeper of the..." A big fire has started across the street, so I sprint over there and start stomping on them with my flip-flops. All I can hear in my mind is the news report that evening. Breaking news. Spick arsonist fucks white girl. Burns down half the state. Film at 11. I'm exhausted and shaky, but I continue stamping on the fire. Miraculously, I stamp it all out. Although there's about $5,000 worth of damage to the Gorman's garage, miraculously, the house is still standing. The last thing Mrs. Gorman tells me before she stops speaking to me entirely is, "You see, that's why I don't like big fireworks, burrito."